Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am Sayan and you are watching all about sales. Buran Ghati. Buran Ghati trek is a 37 km trek hiked over a period of 5 days, 7 days including the drive in the Greater Himalayas. The trek lies in the state of Himachal Pradesh. It begins at Janglik and ends at Barua. It is a moderate and having an experience of Himalayan trek, 1 or 2 does come in handy on this trek. The difficulty is moderate to difficult. The duration is 7 days. The maximum altitude is 15,000 feet. The starting point is from Shimla and the base camp is Janglik. The minimum age is 12 and the best time to visit Buran Ghati is from May to June and from September to October. Now let's give notice to the highlights of the trek. Dayara Meadows. Dayara Meadows has to be one of the most favorite section of any trekker in Buran Ghati. One grassy side climbs the side of the mountain. The other drops down a cliff into a gorgeous below. In between is the vast green stretch where horses gallop and the Buran Ghati wall and the snow slides. It is very high altitude trek going up to 15,000 feet, which puts the trek in the high adventurous category. Getting to the top of the Buran Ghati and then rappelling down to the other side is a thrill to anyone and anyone can forget it. Buran Ghati wall has become famous now. Next, the village of Janglik and Barua. The two villages of the trek, Janglik and Barua. I think people must do the trek just to observe the ancient culture and how it is still preserved. Buran Ghati gives you a cultural experience as it takes you through the Himachali villages, Janglik and Barua. The next one is Litham campsite. You could sit at Litham and gaze for hours at the two valleys, but the sight to watch out for would be the towering waterfall from the Chandranahan snout. People talk about the famous Rupin waterfalls on the Rupin Pass trek, but this one is as impressive. Next, trek to Chandranahan lake. The side trek to the Chandranahan lake is very underrated. The moment you get to the snout of the Chandranahan falls, you are transported to an alpine zone. You are in a high altitude, narrow, snow-lined valley. Snow-capped mountains over you, all at touching distance. The Pabba river is still along with you. You make your way over one beautiful ledge after another to get the heart of the valley. The journey and the setting is still stays with me and will be stays also with you for the visual treat. The next one is coniferous forest. It is just lovely gradually climbing through the coniferous forest with its beech trees, some maple and oak, the birds singing along. The trekkers will just love it. The next one is the river campsite and the waterfall. On the other side, at the camp, looking back at the great Buran wall, you are at a great height still. You are in the greens, but all around are still alpine settings. It is terrific to camp at such height for you and for every trekkers. The waterfalls right at the camp is what will made you and made the other trekkers also the happiest. Let's look forward to the itinerary of the trek. At day 1, you have to come from Shimla to Janglik. The base camp of the Buran Ghati trek is Janglik. The drive from Shimla takes you past from where the road follows the blue water of the Pabba river. In an extinguished journey, the road climbs gracefully along the Pabba. The scenery changes rapidly from square wheat fields along the river and beautiful Himachali homes. You drive past the pretty villages and mixed forest till you get to the pine forest around the Tangnu. The altitude is 9,200 feet and the driving time will take from 9 to 10 hours from Shimla. The next day, you have to come from Janglik to Dayara. The altitude is from 9,200 feet to 11,075 feet. The time is taken is about 5 hours. The trek gradient is moderate, around 75 minutes of ascent followed by a 15 minutes flat walk. Gradual ascent into a forest for about 30 minutes followed by the gradual descent for about an hour and the meadows ending with a gradual ascent through a forest. Water source. Carry 1 liter of water from Janglik. There are sources along the trail to refill your water bottles. At day 3, you have to walk from Dayara to Litham. The altitude is from 11,075 feet to 11,737 feet. The time taken is about 3 hours. The trek gradient is easy, starts with a gentle ascent for about 15 minutes followed by a stream crossing, gradual ascent through a pine forest and meadows for about an hour followed by gentle descent through a silver birch forest and finally across the meadows. The water sources. Carry 1 liter of water from Dayara. There are water sources along the trail to refill the water bottles. At day 4, you have to walk to Chandranahan Lake. The altitude is from 11,737 feet to 13,900 feet and the back. The time taken is from 6 to 7 hours. The trek gradient is difficult. 90 minutes of gradual ascent to the snout of the waterfall, followed by a steep climb for about an hour. Steep descent on the way back to Litham. Water sources. Carry 1 to 1.5 liter of water from the campsite. There are water sources along the trail. Today you have to go actually for excursion to Chandranahan Lake. Day 5. From Litham to Dhunda. The altitude is from 11,737 feet to 13,365 feet. The time taken is from 4 to 5 hours. The trek gradient is moderate. Gradual ascent for about 1.5 hours, followed by a steep ascent all the way to Dhunda. The water sources streams along the trail always. Day 6. From Dhunda to river camp via Buran Ghati. The altitude is from 13,365 feet to 11,800 feet via Buran Ghati, which is about 15,000 feet. The time taken is from 9 to 10 hours. The trek gradient is difficult. Gentle ascent over boulders for about an hour till the base of the pass, followed by a hour steep climb on snow. Sharp steep descent on the other side for 100 meters, followed by a series of short descent for about 2 hours till the end of the snow line, easing off into a gradual descent. Water sources. None of the trail till last 2 hours. Ensure you are well hydrated and carry at least 2 liters of water before starting from Dhunda. Day 7. From river camp to Badua village. Altitude is from 11,800 feet to 6,700 feet. The time taken is about 6 hours. The trek gradient is easy to moderate. The gradual descent for around 4 hours, followed by a steep descent. Water sources. Carry 2 liters of waters. There are 3 water sources along the trail. Once at heart of the village, the descent is more rapid. In half an hour, the trail pops out onto a road bridge over the Barua Kund. Transport can be arranged to leave from Barua to Shimla. If you can wait to get vehicle to Karcham, which is a junction 3 km ahead, or you could simply walk it. Karcham is a junction where roads from Rekongpyo and Sangla meet. The big hydel project by the JIP group also starts at Karcham. From Karcham, either take a vehicle to Sangla, which is 17 km away, or to Rekongpyo for more than connectivity to Shimla. So guys, that was for today. If you like this video, do like, and if you new, then do subscribe our channel. So thank you for watching this video. See you soon.